Hello everyone, welcome to Prince Civil Services YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Sanchit and I welcome you all. So friends, you must have heard about the terms cyber security, cyber fraud, cyber scams, cyber threats and so on. So these are the often heard terms today, but do we know what exactly are these? What type of cyber threats are there? What type of cyber frauds are there? And so on. So, to clarify all those terms, this video is about that only. So, the title is Major Types of Cyber Threats. So, I have divided the topic into part 1 and part 2. This is part 1. This will be followed by part 2. So, let's begin. So, it's not like that cyber attacks is just one term and you can understand it easily. There are a lot of technical stuff, but you should have preliminary knowledge also, because these are often used terms. You must have read about them in newspapers, you must have listened about them in the radio sets or the TVs or the YouTube videos and so on. So let's know about them. So there are different type of cyber attacks: malware, ransomware, man in the middle attack, that is MITM attack, zero delay exploit. Then you have got DOS, phishing, and so on. So, to name a few, these are type of cyber attacks. Now we are going to learn about them one by one. So let's start with the first term, that is your ransomware. So you must have heard about the term ransom. So what is ransom? So basically, ransom in colloquial or local language is firoti. So someone captures or imprisons someone, then you must pay some money to free the person or free the knowledge and free the data and so on. So that is ransom or firoti. If we talk about the cyber terms or in the term of computers or internet, ransomware is a type of a malware which hijacks computer data and demands payment, usually in bitcoins. So what happens is, you can see here that your data, including pictures, videos, and some type of other data, is encrypted. That is, it requires a specific key. So in colloquial term, it is logged. You cannot access your own data. So what is the demand? The demand is usually the money and in the form of Bitcoin. You are asked that if you don't provide the money or don't pay the money, then your data will be deleted and you will not be able to access it. So you are kind of asked ransom about that. Ransom, the firoti. So that is the simplest software, and few years back there was a massive attack in the form of WannaCry and also Petya. So these are the name of some ransomwares. That is WannaCry and Petya. What are these? These are ransomware. So you should also know the technical stuff, bit of technical stuff, that what it is exactly, and you should also know about the current affairs, that there was some ransomware, what was the name of that software or the ransomware. So that is one type of cyber attack. So you can see that they will ask you money and then only you will be able to access your data, that whether it is pictures, videos, data and so on. That was one type of attack. Second type of attack, cyber attack, is Trojan horses. So let me first tell you a story, that where this term has came into Trojan horses. So way back in the ancient history of Greeks, so there was a war between the Greek people and the people of Troy city. So you must have also watched the movie Troy. So what happened, that there was a long siege, stalemate. no party was winning the war. So after waiting for so long that there was no result, Greeks tried to play the Troy people. And how they played the Troy people? That is, they sent a wooden horse. That is the Trojan horse. They sent a very big, you can see in the image, that is a Trojan horse. Now, it was a gift to the goddess Athena. So it was a gift. So Troy people accepted this as a gift and they let this horse enter into the boundary of the city. So what happened in the night? The soldiers, the Greek soldiers, emerge from inside of this horse. So this is the story, that is Trojan horse. Now let me apply this story in the terms of computing. So in what happens in computers is, a Trojan horse is a computer software that looks to be innocent but is actually harmful. So if you apply the story that Trojan horse was a gift, so it was innocent, nothing, it could not harm you. So Trojan softwares are like that only. They look like that they are innocent, they cannot harm you, but it is actually harmful. So that is the second type of cyber attack, that is Trojan horses. Now what happens is, when you download or execute that software or malware, so Trojan from inside that malware or software comes out, and then it gives an entry to the hacker, or it destroys the data and so on. So that is the Trojan horse. So it is also a type of a cyber attack. So that is second type. Now third type of cyber attack is clickjacking. Clickjacking. It is very simple. We all have encountered this in one form or the other. But what is clickjacking? So it is act of tempting internet users to click links containing malicious software or unknowingly share private information. So let me give you an example. So you can see on the screen that you go to some site, and when you enter that site, you encounter pop-ups. So you will be given option that, or you will be kind of, enticed or tempted that you have won iPhone, that you are the winner of a lucky draw. So just click on and claim your prize. So you can see here. But when you click on this pop-up screen, then it will route you to some other site or malicious site, or automatically there will be kind of software or that will destroy your information. So that is known as clickjacking. So you can understand here the click. So you click onto some pop-ups, then malicious software will be installed, or you will reach that link and then you will install that, or your sensitive information will be stolen. So that is the third type of attack, clickjacking. Now the last type for this video, there are a lot of attacks, so I will be covering the remaining cyber attacks in the type of cyber attacks in the part 2. This is part 1. The last is man in the middle, or MITM attack. This is very important, and this is often the case when there are cyber attacks. So what are these? As the name suggests, in this kind of attack, the messages between two parties are intercepted during transit. For example, this is party 1 and this is your party 2. So they are communicating with each other. There is no third party, there is no middleman. But when there is a man in the middle attack, there is the entry of this attacker. Now this attacker will attack the messages or the way communication is being done, and the messages will be routed through this person, and the person can use the information from one user to deceive the second user and so on. So let's see an example. So there is one person who sends some information to the person 2. Now the person 2 sends back the information to the person 1. But now there is an entry of a middle person in the middle, Now, person two's information will be used by the middleman to communicate with the person one. Now, for example, if person one asks money from person two, so there is a middleman. Now, this information will be used by middleman to deceive the person two, and if the money is sent, so it will not be received by the person one, that will be received by the person two, because there is a middle person or man in the middle attack. So you must have encountered this, or if you not, please beware of such attacks. There are vulnerabilities. The cyber attackers use vulnerabilities. So please, always kind of be wary of such attacks. So that was the part one, and this will be followed by part two. Please subscribe to our channel, Prince Civil Services, and like this video, share this video, and share to others so that they become aware of such cyber attacks. You can also follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and also on Telegram. So that was the video. This will be followed by part two. Thank you.